If the IRS does not know what you're doing, don't talk to me, baby, because I will tell on you. Hey, back. Let's talk about dating. You know, I always used to say when I first started this channel that I'm just not gonna talk about dating, like, at all, because there's so many other channels that talk about it, but I have constantly just been fed. It's not even been fed, it's not even something that I've chosen to view, but I've just been shoved down my throat, is this dating advice that is everywhere, right? And you know, as Black women, we already have to go through dating in a unique way. If it's not the social pressures of how we have to look basically perfect, if it's not our hair has to be laid, we have to be wearing the bust down, excuse me, but whether if it's not our makeup, our clothes, the way we talk, like literally every single thing is scrutinized, especially when we're dating, right? And now, instead of just those problems that we already have, to pile on top of that, we have these dating gurus that are just spewing a bunch of nonsense. Literally, it's just a load of bullshit. It's getting ridiculous. It's genuinely, it's getting ridiculous. And it's just how I remember this other lady, and I'll have to look for her. If I look for her, I'll put her video right.
Ourselves, telling us about where we fall on a scale. The goalpost is constantly moving of how we need to present to be lovable, and we're tired. And this is what I mean when I say there is a lack of integrity when it comes to dating coaches and dating content.
Basically saying how these dating app gurus, especially these dating app gurus who mostly focus on Black women, are just always moving the goalpost. You know, if she's hit this certain, you know, all of you look good, your makeup looks good, your hair looks good, you talk good, now it's something else. It's something else you have to do so that you can gain this type of men, or you can be successful in dating, or just craziness. So in this video, I'm just gonna talk about 10 different ways that these dating gurus actually impact us. Because if you just sit around and you listen to all this different crazy stuff that are just being posted, because first of all, me by question, but what question? Who the hell makes you a dating guru? Where is the certificate? Where is the school that you went to? Or what accolades did you do for you now you can call yourself dating guru or dating specialist? Like, I think because of how the internet is free and how everyone can just say whatever they want to say, things like this are the ones that there needs to be like a wall or a gate that is seen, that is put there, so that now what you're saying can be reviewed. Because some of the things that are coming out of some of these people's mouths, it needs to be removed from the internet. It should be, I don't know what devils, but I don't know what is being possessed for you guys to say some of the things that you say. Anyway, let's go to number one. Standards as a Black woman. That's a big thing. I feel like that is such a huge topic, but I'm gonna try and like compress it, or not, because I talk a lot. But the first thing one thing that I can say I really, really love that has come out of this dating era, dating whatever is happening right now, is the glamorization of now soft life and, you know, this luxury lifestyle for Black women. That I love. I can tell you right now, I love. This is not a place that hates Shira 7. We love Shira 7 over here. But again, Shira 7, some of the things she says, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Okay? You don't listen to everything. And her herself, she does not call herself a dating guru. She says she's a financial advisor. So I give her that. Okay? So I love the high maintenance girlies. I love the high standards girlies. I love that. I love that new wave. All of us, we should all do that. But even when we have that, for whatever reason, I keep looking down because my laptop is down here and I've like written extensive notes, so I have to go down and refer to them. But and the thing that I've noticed, even if you're a high maintenance girl or you're a high standards girl, for some weird reason that we all know, as Black women we have to prove why we have those standards. We have to prove why we're high maintenance and why we want someone who is able to handle our high maintenance. Like, I've seen so many comments, so many videos of a woman saying her standards, and in the comments, oh,
can you do that for yourself? Oh, you just want a man to take care of you.
Duh. Like, why would I want to take care of a man? Like, what are we doing? You know? It's just, you know, you really have to fight to convince people the reason why you have those standards and the reason why you deserve to have those standards. You shouldn't. That's not something that we should be doing, but that's something that we have to be doing. I don't think we have to, but people feel the need to, especially like as Black women, because we are just, every single decision that we make, we have to basically have a dissertation as to why we decided to make that decision. So God forbid we want to be treated well in our relationships. God forbid we want to have a high net worth man or a high value man or whatever the hell that you guys call them now. Now we have to write even we have to go and do PhD. We have to go and write a thesis, dissertation, MLA, the whole thing, just to show that we deserve that type of love. Like, it's just absurd. It's crazy to me. And another thing, especially with this, I don't know, Tyler Perry said, oh, if you're able to have the light, if he's able to pay the light bill, that's enough.
Listen, a lot of women, especially Black women, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will. In our society right now, Black women are making a lot more money for the most part than Black men, right? There are a lot of Black men who are successful, but for the most part, Black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, you know, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm gonna cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you've handled the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Look at me in the eye. You're gonna want to tell us that we should be with a broke man that can only play light bill and we're supposed to be there. Oh my God, oh, thank you. You paid $100 of the a grown man. Like, you just need to be so fucking for real. I'm sorry. You need to be so for real. Like, that's one thing that I've noticed that is happening so much, that as Black women, we should settle down and we should be happy because, oh my God, a man wants to choose us. It doesn't even matter if it's like the worst of the worst. They're still picking you, and you should be thankful that you're picked by at least somebody wants you, even though that somebody can only afford a $100 light bill. That is absurd. That is absurd. That people just want us to go outside there, be Barbara the Builder. Let's build an empire. Let's build an empire together. I'm looking for no. No. And then, like, what has been normalized so much is how there's, you know, strong Black women, and we're gonna wear a Superman cape and protect everyone because Black women are the trailblazers. We are tired. We are exhausted. Okay? Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I don't do that. I've never done that. I'm sorry. I know this is not a good thing, but I'm a selfish person. Okay? I'm not about to go out of my way to just take away from what I want to give somebody else. That could never be me. That could never be me. Like, I'd like telling people from the get-go that I'm not someone that self-sacrifices. That has never been me, and that will never be me. Even if you want to bully me or guilt me into being self-sacrificing, you are just gonna be wasting your breath, because never. I would rather be seen as like a villain and the worst of the worst. But I know I'm protecting myself. My cup is full. So that's my main priority. These days, these people, they want us to be good wives. On top of being good wives, we need to take care of the household. Once we take care of the household, we need to be going to corporate America, and we need to be breaking the glass ceiling, and we need to be fighting racism too, and then we need to be coming home and taking care of the kids and taking care of the husband who can only pay a light bill, and be grateful because we were picked by somebody. That's old and tired and is no longer available. Please make it no longer available, because some of y'all, well, I'm gonna say the women that are watching this video are very smart and very intelligent, so this is not not you. I know, so I don't need to be saying some of y'all, because I know you will never do this. You will never. Okay, we understand each other. Me and you, we understand each other. We will never be doing crazy things like that. Anyway, I personally believe that the standards that you have are not high enough. Make them higher. You know, right now they're to the ceiling. Make it to the moon. Make your standards so high that it scares you. Because at this point, in 7 billion people, you think you cannot find one person? Like, be realistic. Okay? There's 7 billion people in this world. You think one person? And the thing is, I feel like this, personally, I believe that you can have a lot of the right people. Like, I don't think there's gonna be the one. There's gonna be a lot of the ones. I'm not saying I support polygamy, because God forbid. Talking about monogamous. But what I'm saying is, if it doesn't work out with the person or the man that you're so in love with, and you felt like this man was the one for you, you can find another one for you. That's what I'm saying. You can find another one. Change it up. There's no, as I've always said, there's an abundance. There are many. So if you yourself, you've already closed your mind and had a limiting belief that this is the only man for you, then you're not going to open yourself up to other men, because you've already said this is the man. So you shut yourself off. But if you're like, okay, I loved him, he was great, I want someone like him, but with these other qualities, because obviously there's a reason why you guys didn't work out. So have those standards to the moon. No one should tell you that you cannot have it all. No one should have the right to be telling you that you need to be a certain way. You need to be go and get it. I feel like I've seen something saying that dating is a numbers game. It's not really. You can just date more. I cannot say anything. I'm single. So I'm not here going to be giving you guys advice of how to get a man. That's the wrong place. That's the wrong place. I'm just telling you right now. But all I can say is, look at you. Look at the work that you've done. Okay? Look at the therapy that you've gone to. Look at look at your bank account and how it's healthy right now. Okay? Look at how you've bettered yourself emotionally, you've bettered yourself physically, you go to the gym every day, you eat healthy. You have, transmitted your traumas. You have gone to your childhood traumas, you've dealt with your childhood traumas, you've done all these things, and look at the woman that you are now. Don't you think there's another man that is doing that? 100% there is. Okay? There's somebody as emotionally stable as you outside there. There's somebody that has done the work. So it doesn't make sense for me, as someone like you who's done all this work, all this self-healing, all of this self-development, for you now to go and start trying to argue about why you have your high standards. That should not be an argument. Why are you going back and forth? That should not be back and forth anything. You've already done so much work. If someone is telling you, oh, your standards are too high, just tell them thank you. Move on. That means you're doing something right. Because if someone says, oh, that's it, you're doing something wrong. This is too high. It's just That's why I'm like, you've done all this work. You yourself, you're on your road. English is hard. You're on the road to becoming your own dream girl. Like, you're becoming the woman of your dreams right now. Don't you think that that same woman is in someone else's mind? You're someone's dream girl out there, so why would you settle for less? Why would you settle, And it's like all that work that you've done, you've not done all that work for everyone to have access to you. That's why you need to keep your standards high. You need to limit the amount of access that people have to you because of the money that you've spent on yourself, the time, the hours, the emotional labor that you have done. And then you just want it to be, everyone can just come and talk to you like it's nothing, like all that work was not for nothing. No, limit the access to you. So standards need to be up there. So number 2, clothes and aesthetics. Clothes and aesthetics, it's always changing. Right now we are at coquette and mob wife, right? What am I don't know if I'm right. I've never like really sat down and wanted. There was a time in my life where I was just didn't know what to do with my style. I didn't know. I just thought tight was right because I wanted to show this God-given calves. But now I'm old. I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I found my personal style. Thank God. But there's so many different aesthetics, especially with the dating gurus and how they're like, oh, if you want to attract a certain type of man, you have to like dress in this certain way. But in my mentality is like, let's just talk about the leveling up and the high value and high whatever, because that's the things that have been trending for the past however many months, right? Because they're all telling you have to be modest and you have to be you have to dress like this exact person for you to have a high value man or a high net worth. I think they usually confuse high net worth and high value man a lot, I've noticed, because they're not the same thing. But that's what they're saying. They're like, you have to wear a certain dress, you have to like wear your hair in a certain way. But I'm like, the men who made money doing tech, I want to have a different type of woman who they are attracted to than a man who made money through selling art. Because they're artists who are like very, very well off. Whether it's artists like actual painters or sculptors, or even just artists like the singers and stuff. Those are two different men, probably on the same level. But they're not gonna like the same girl. So why are you telling me that I need to look like this one single type of woman to attract a whole group of men? See, it's not making sense. It's not making sense to me. And it's just, sometimes they want you, like I've seen so many videos of this dating guru saying how don't say what you think, or don't talk, or hey. So what am I supposed to be doing? So am I supposed to be like like, it's not making sense. And there's so many different types of women, types of people, that one singular aesthetic, one singular type of clothes, it's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. Because again, 7 billion people. But number 3, it is stereotypes and fetishization. Well, the obvious stereotype is always the strong black woman. Like, we're tired. Hang it up. Hang it up. And it's like us holding it down, like, oh yeah, I like black women because they hold it down. Holding what? What are we holding down? I'm wondering, am I a safety belt? that I'm not holding you down. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like, I saw I saw this video of this other lady who was going to meet a husband. No, I don't think it was a husband. It was a boyfriend that was in jail for like 30 years. And I'm just like, yeah, no judgment, a little judgment, but hell no. Cause why were you in jail for 30 years? Cause that's not a small. That's not. that had to be a serious crime. 30 years. That's a serious crime. No, let's never bear. That's a serious crime. Number 2, 30 years. 30 years. We're gonna be playing telephone. My life is going to be stagnant because we're waiting for someone that has been. That means if it's 30 years, you did it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that sounds so wrong, and I'm probably just gonna be. I'm gonna be cancelled even before I start this. No, but that was just crazy to me. I don't know if it was just me, but never. Me, even if I go to jail for 1 day, that's done. That's me. I don't do well with jail. If you want to do those things, do them with another woman. Forget about me. Forget about me. Forget about me. I cannot hold nothing down. Me, I always even say, I cannot be with a man that the IRS does not know what he's doing. If the IRS does not know what you're doing, don't have to talk to me. If you're doing illegal things and the cops start asking me, I will tell them everything. Everything I'm telling them. Oh, do you know him? Oh, yeah. I can give you. What do you want? Here is his full name. Here is his social security. Oh, you want to know his house? His house is the one on the left. You want to know his room? His room. Go up the stairs, the door on the right. Look under the. You find the red shoes there. He always has red shoes at the door. If you see red shoes, it's inside there. I will say everything because you will catch me dead. My parents did not work hard for me to start doing crazy things for a man. That's absurd. If the IRS does not know what you're doing, don't talk to me, baby. Because I will tell on you without remorse. Because me, I don't like. I fear. I get scared. I will not do well in jail. I don't even know the difference of jail and prison. I don't know. But none of them seem like a place that I would flourish. Right? That's not my scene. So, anyway, I've gone so far from what I was saying. We're still on number 3 about stereotypes and fetishization. Anyway, the other stereotypes is like the difference between the dark skin, the light skin, and the brown skin. It's a lot, especially as a dark-skinned woman, right? Especially how when you try and have that colors in talk with somebody that is not dark skinned, it's like they want to gaslight you that everything that you're going through is not real. It's rumors. There's so many different, like, it's so interesting because, you know, even the types of men that fetishize light skin are like black men who are in, most of the time they're like in the industry, or they're doing, you know, they're like athletes or whatever. They love them, a light skinned woman, you know. Even the rappers, you know, like for them that's working with a light skinned girl, that's a statement. Okay? And you're gonna see him with the light skinned girl. And it's just weird to me when, and I know this is through the board, this is not only light skin, like it's through the board of the men who would come and talk to you, and then they start saying, oh, you know, especially as a dark skin, I know I attract a lot of white men. That's because I'm dark and I'm skinny and I'm tall. Like, I'm just Pastor Lobster loves me. What can I say? But when they come to you and they're like, oh, you know, I would rather someone as dark as you. I want someone who's lighter because what? I had to, oh my god, I had to I know I'm saying my business, and I never like saying my business, especially when it's like in the dating. But this other person had the audacity to tell me, oh, I like you because you're thoroughbred. Thoroughbred? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. I'll put the word over here. I had to go and Google because that just felt like an insult. Do you know what they use that to describe? Horses. Because it's pure breed. So I'm being called pure breed. They said I'm a pure breed black person. What? I was just so so alarmed. And another person who was just like, oh, Ashby, since you're African, make sure that you just stay with other African men because you don't want to, what do you say? Because you don't want to taint your blood with American blood. I said, what? People say the craziest stuff. And they just think it's okay. Like, just, you know, I feel like people are not really called out on the things that they say. And thank God that I am me. And I always say, like, especially if someone says something that is just doesn't make sense to me or is like putting down another woman, I always act stupid and I want them to explain the stupidity so they can understand how stupid they sound. You know, if somebody's like, oh, you know, I like dark skinned women, I can't deal with like it, because I don't know why men like put it like women against each other. Like, it's just weird. But I was like, oh, why? I think they wanted to explain the funny explanation of, oh, you know, they always say this. They're like, oh, you know, light skinned women, they're so full of themselves. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Because it reaches a point where the argument, even them, they don't understand the argument because it doesn't make sense. But yeah. Anyway, another stereotype that I've seen that happens especially with this dating gurus is hair. Hair is such a big thing for them. And it's a big thing for black women as a whole thing. I personally, I don't have hair. Under this, I'm bald. So that's not a problem for me, right? But they like saying this whole like good hair thing. And that's just weird. Because why is there hair that is good? Like, what is bad hair? Okay, let me know, like, bad hair is a stiff ass wig. That I can tell you is bad hair. Or like those hair that you would get from a wig store that you're trying to save money on. You know, when you're trying to save money, you're like, you know what? Let me not buy the HD lace. And then you get it. That's bad hair. But you cannot start saying bad hair is the natural hair that grows out of somebody's scalp. That's so crazy. And then you, as a dating guru, you want to start saying, yeah, you know, if you have that good hair. And then the worst thing is, this is a dating guru that, again, markets himself to black women. This is a red flag all around. Why are you a man telling a woman how to be a woman? Me, I can never tell a man how to be a man because I'm not a man. But another stereotype of fetishization is this whole thickness, skinniness. And this comes from a girl who's very skinny. Well, I wouldn't say very skinny, you know. Could give me some curves. Get some curves down here. But there's a lot of fetishization, especially like it's not even if you're outside your culture, it's just everywhere, especially as black women. Especially if you have a little junk in the trunk or a little, I don't know what they say about the front. Is it junk in the hood? I don't know. But if you're curvy, let's just say if you're curvy, you are seen as an animal to conquer. It's just no. And especially with this dating gurus, they just say, you know, if you're a little bit more curvy, you need to be even more covered up. And I'm like, why are you putting the blame on the woman? The woman is not the one that's supposed to. She did not, unless you got baby. And no, I'm not gonna say anything, but you know what you were doing when you were getting a big ass. But if this is what she has naturally, and people are literally fetishizing her because of what she naturally has, it's not her fault. You can't tell her to wear loose clothes, or that's just no. It's better to say just wear clothes that you feel comfortable in, because I understand as a curvy woman, there's some stuff that you wear and you just feel exposed. And yeah, that makes sense. Because first of all, if this is something you've had naturally, you know the type of attention that you get, because unfortunately you've gotten this since you were like 14, 13, when your body started, like, you know, when people started noticing it, which is like really, really unfortunate. But because you've had it since you were 14, you understand how to work around it, which is so sad to say, and I'm so sorry, but this, you know, there's nothing we can do about it. This is what's our reality, right? There's nothing you can do about it. But these dating gurus are not helping with them saying, oh, you need to dress even more like this for you to be respected. That's so crazy. It's the men that you should be talking to be respecting women, not to be looking at her and just seeing an object. You know? So that's not something that you should be in your guru stuff. That should be outside. leave it outside. That is not something you should be talking about. That is not something that you should be giving advice on. If you want to advise the men that are fetishizing her. Okay? So it's just, no. That's a no for me. I don't like that. And like I've seen this whole new past tense lobster coming out, you know, and there's a lot of fetishization, I can't speak, stereotypes and fetishizations that happen, because most of the times as a black woman you're already viewed as more promiscuous for some reason, you know. These men from different cultures are like, oh, this is a black woman, I know she knows how to have fun, I know she knows how to get down. I remember I saw a podcast clip of some guys, I don't remember their names, I don't know if I can find it, but they were just talking about the different types of women that they've been with, which was just, again, was terrible. I don't know why that was part of what they're talking about.
They don't like you.
Come on to you.
Like I've never had sex with a black chick.
It's like,
it's kind of like you really gotta be good at what you're doing, right?
well, I don't want to fuck somebody who's on FaceTime the whole time. A. And B, here's the craziest part is though, some black women, it seems like they fuck back, dog. Yeah.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I can handle it, bro.
You gotta be like fucking consistently kind of, I feel.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, kind of like, do you want this like, yeah. I don't think I got this. I'm not that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would, but I don't think, I just don't want to, it's like, I don't want to you know, I'm all
underwhelmed.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little
What it
tickler.
is.
But bro, like back to what you were saying, don't you think you don't want to underwhelm?
And excuse me? So he basically called us prostitutes. Like, what? Like, you just made this baseless assumption about a whole entire race of women because you're intimidated by how much knowledge they have. Are you the one that gave them that knowledge? No. I'm like preaching to you guys. I'm doing this with love, okay? I'm very passionate. I'm a passionate person. But it's not good. So it's like you have to go out of your way to seem not promiscuous, because already your promiscuous level is higher than normal other women that are not black, which is just absurd and crazy to me. So number 4, we're going to talk about exploitation and misrepresentation. So one of the dating gurus that I have beef with, I don't have beef with, like, we're not fighting on the internet, I just think that he should hang it up and delete his whole page. And I'm probably going to use a lot of his videos here. I don't know his name, but I'm going to find them and I'm going to put them over here so that you guys can be seeing the crazy things. Me, my first red flag, as I said before, why are you a man? Okay, why are you a man saying you're a dating expert, but for women? And you're gay, so you don't even date women. Which expertise do you have? Like, which expertise, genuinely, quickly, tell me, which expertise do you have? Like, so you can't even tell us from the male perspective, because if you were a straight man, you would have. But even if, I don't even like the straight men that are saying that dating gurus for women. I don't like that. And the thing is, I'm assuming I don't even know if he's gay. Hey, you know, I'm just setting myself up for just problems in this video. Anyway. I'm not clearing up anything. But it was so crazy. And then the things that he says, I just, no. Like, I don't know why he has a following. And like, he targets just black women. And he says, oh, I'm a dating expert for just black women. My ladies, we are not your ladies. Please. No. And he exploits, because he knows what I was telling you at the number 1 about how we really have to like go above and beyond to prove our worth. And he knows that there are very many black women that are okay with just being chosen, doesn't matter by who. So because of that, he uses that little and he just enters, and that's how he makes you are the product. Okay, why would you, like, that's the same thing with dating apps. You're the product. Why would they make an app or apps that are designed that you would actually meet somebody when you are the one that is making money for them. Like, why would they want to set people up in a way where they no longer use the app when they are the people that are bringing in the revenue? Even as a business person, that makes no sense. I'm not a business person, but inshallah, I will be. It just, like, you're the product. You know, why would I discontinue the product? Why would I want the product? No. Me, if I have a dating app, best believe I'm handing you out the rough type of people. I'm handing you the worst so that you can come back. I'll be like breadcrumbing you, you know? Like, I will give you bad people. One really good one, like, you know, one that you're gonna be like, wow, my man. But then I know that guy has like really bad commitment issues. Because again, I have all the statistics. Because you guys cannot tell me that these dating apps don't have all your information. They have, so they know. So I will give you the one guy who you think that is a good guy, but he has a commitment issues that is gonna come and he's gonna break your heart. He's gonna come and just stir your insides so that you can come back. You can come back and date and use my app more. You even pay so that you say, oh, I don't want this type of man anymore. Boom, I get more money. And that's why just go outside and find the men outside there. But yes, they exploit you. But yeah, it's just him. And I've also seen a lot of other like white people trying to just say that they're dating experts for black women, but they just do it in a way where, you know, they want to look more urban. They're telling you the juice, they're telling you the tea. How are they going to know? Like, some of these gurus, I don't know. And the thing is, they make money. So there are just people out here that are listening religiously to the point where they even buy it. Because, you know, apart from what these gurus do, apart from this funny information that they usually put in their TikTok or their Instagram or their whatever they play, they now want to do coaching one-on-one. You're paying them like $300 to be telling you nonsense. You know, it's just I have a conscience. If I didn't have a conscience, I feel like I would be so rich because I would be doing these things. If you guys see one-on-one coaching, mind your business. Because these people are exploiting you. Okay? These people don't care about you. Like, why would you want to have one-on-one coaching with a man that is telling you to know your attractiveness? Look at the people that you've been with. Maybe this woman just likes dating for money and not for looks, and she's gorgeous. So that's telling you that her attractive level? No. Like, where are you getting this information from? Like, I really want to know. I want to sit down one day. Once I get big, maybe I'll sit down with one of these dating gurus and tell them, where do you get your information from? Quickly. I want to have all the websites, you know, all the sources cited, so that I can know where the hell you're getting this information from and who it's working for. Because nope. Another thing that they do, oh my god, promotion of toxic dynamics. This is a big one. This is the one that just annoys me. Like, all of them, I can tell you right now, there's no dating guru that I can tell you right now, I can say with my chest, that I have seen that does not encourage this, especially the ones who are for black women, does not encourage them to do this manipulation tactics. You know, actually, I started reading, I read a lot of it, The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. If you like that book, are you normal? No. Come back. Are you normal? You already Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. That is the most like talk, and people are like, oh my god, I'm about to change my life. You're gonna go to hell. What the hell was that book? And the thing is, you're talking about another human being. You say, oh, your next victim. Why is he your next victim? Every time he's talking about, so this is what you're gonna do to your next victim. That was making me feel like I'm about to murder someone or something. No. I couldn't even finish that book because I was just like, The mind games, and like all the mind games that you're being told to do, like don't text back when he texts you, make sure that you don't text him at this time or at this time. Even Monopoly does not have all those steps that you have to continue putting in your head. Like, if it's going to be a game, why does it make it fun? But you're there, you're with a man that you like. Now you have to start asking yourself, am I showing him I like him too much? Or do I need to go and I don't know, do this? Do I need to tell him that I'm busy when I'm not busy? Like, how am I gonna have the most control in this relationship? It's getting absurd, okay? It's just this advice just fosters an environment of just distrust. It undermines the foundation of a healthy relationship. Respectful partnership, because they're not going to respect each other anymore. There's going to be way more conflicts, especially like emotionally distressed. The emotional distress that you have. I get emotionally distressed even just listening to these people telling me about how I need to be going on the date and I shouldn't talk to him if he doesn't tell you have a good, well, yeah, that's true. If this man doesn't tell you, ask you if you reached home safe of that date, please. That's just common sense. That's a man that doesn't give a crap about you, you know? But if you guys like each other, why are you making it hard? Why are you making it hard? Me, if someone is playing all these mind games, best believe I'm out. The only games that I play are the games on my phone. And I only have 2 games. Because I do not have the mental capacity for more. So now, if I only have capacity for 2 games, you want to come here and bring me mind games. And then you start telling me how I should be, I don't know, if he's doing this, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, oh, hack it up. You know, they're just sucking the fun out of dating. Like, what's okay? Your heart is broken. Okay. Come back. You come back and you try it again. It's like that's the fun of it. Like, as terrible as it sounds, that's the fun of it. But there's so many toxic things and toxic dynamics that they're just like, yes, this is what you should do. This is what you should do to make him obsessed with you, to do this. What happens when you're done, when all the manipulation tactics, you're finished with them? We didn't know what to do. Or what happens when you do all the manipulation tactics and then this man ends up falling in love with those manipulation tactics and not you? You know, there's some people who, I feel like men who fall for that hot and cold, because they always say, oh, you know, you need to be hot and cold, you can't give him all the things. I'm like, if a man likes hot and cold, that is not someone you want to be in a relationship with. Because that's someone who just likes drama. Don't you want peace? Don't you want peace? Like, at this point, you come in here, you're giving me emotional distress because, oh, I've texted you, you want to text me 5 hours later because you don't want to seem desperate. Within those 5 hours, I have replaced you and I found someone else that does not do these stupid things. If I text you, and I'm not saying that, you know, oh, if they text you, you have to go. No. Just be normal. If you're on your phone and you get a text back. If you're busy, you're at work, you're busy and you're at work. If you're busy and you're doing something, you're busy and doing something. If you're free and you really want to see them and they're asking you out, go. Why is it like, they're just sucking the fun out of it? You know, they're sucking the fun out of dating. Dating is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be, I'm already starting, it's like a class. It's like a physics class. You know, it's like, I don't know what you're asking me to do, but I'm supposed to act like I know what you're asking me to do, and then I just end up doing everything that I think that I'm being asked to do, and then I end up getting a 30%. Speaking from personal experience. But still, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, like, to play all these games personally. Like, I cannot do that. If a man wants to go and play games, please go and play this FIFA, over this Call of Duty. There's all of these different, even there's this Grand Theft Auto. Go there. Even Sims. If you want to play the Sims. You can do all the mind games there. You don't come to me with games. No, please. No, please. Because first of all, you get frustrated. Because me, one thing I'm very good at, and I think that's the reason why I'm still single, is I will walk away. Any little stupid thing you're doing here, I'm walking away. I'm done. I'm walking away. Please. Okay, I don't even remember which number we're in, but the next one is gaslighting and victim blaming. this is still the guy that I have problems with. This male dating guru. Because let me tell you, this the YouTube videos that I usually do, I usually like doing like planning it out and then doing my own research and like trying to find videos and whatever. So obviously, because I knew I was doing this dating guru things, I was already looking at a lot of dating guru content, because I had content about it before, but now I was like outwardly looking for them, and I'm just like, Jesus. Some of the videos he would say is like, oh, he would gaslight the lady and just say, oh, I think you are just overreacting. You don't know this lady's past. You don't know what she's been through. If a man, let's say, I'm just giving an example, this is not what happened, but let's say this woman is going out on a date and then this man orders her food for her without her, telling him like, hey, you can order my food for me. And then she's just like, I can't do this. Or, why did you do that? She just gets, angry. And so I was like, oh, he just ordered food. And his head is just like, yeah, I just ordered for her food. But in her head, maybe she went through an abusive relationship. And this was the starting signals of an abusive relationship, of a controlling relationship that she's seeing. So obviously when he did that came back to her and she registered that as, oh, I remember the other day that this is how it started. So for her, that is an immediate red flag. Like, I understand, even me, if I was like in a controlling, abusive relationship and then I come and I try a new one and then the guy comes and wants to control me again. Sorry, we're gonna have problems. And it's like, okay, I understand both perspectives. Like, he doesn't know her past, and that's where communication comes in, right? That's where you communicate, like, hey, I'm not comfortable with you ordering my food for me because of, you don't even have to say because of X, Y, and Z. If you tell them that is something you're not comfortable with, and the immediate reaction is this, oh, okay, then I won't do that again. If you want to start saying, why, stand up and walk away. Walk out of that place. Because there's someone that wants to be pushing your boundaries. Here I am telling you guys to do things, and I had said before that I'm not giving you guys. Okay, look, take my advice with a grain of salt, okay? I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do it again because I said, I cannot be giving people advice and I am not married, That's another thing with the gurus. Why are you listening to a single person? You guys are in the same place. It's like you're in, I don't know why jail has just been in my head. You're in jail with another person that is now trying to teach you how not to go into jail. Will you listen to them? No, because it's like, you're here with me. You're in the cell with me. Why are you telling me how I should, not be outside, or how not to get into the cell, and you're standing here with me? We're in the same place. Like, if you were in the outside and you got away with the crime, then I would listen to you. Then I would be like, okay, yeah, tell me the tips of how you did it. But you were caught the same way I was caught, and we're sitting here together in the same cell, and then you want to start telling me, oh, if you don't want to be caught, this is what you do. I'll not listen to you. I'll look at you like, are you down? Like, are you not seeing we're in the same? So that's the vision that I want you guys to have with the dating gurus, because it's like you're getting dating advice from someone that is not even dating. It's like 1 + 1 is 3. It's not making sense. It is not making sense. And that's the thing with the microaggressions. It's just, again, there's so much of just someone would come and say like, hey, I know that's a microaggression, but this man that I have beef with would invalidate her and say, oh no, it's not a microaggression. You just have to see it from his point of view. Why is he not seeing it from mine? What does it mean that I have to jump across hoops to see his? And his is even wrong. But okay, Mr. Guru, because you're saying so, we should listen. Oh my god. So this one is, again, I don't remember the numbers. I'll just say it. But this is the commercialization of insecurities. So this goes back to that one that I have before. I swear we're gonna start thinking that I have, like, I genuinely like going back and forth with him. If this video reaches to him, good. Because you need to go back and look at your content. And if this goes to any of his followers, good. You need to look at his content with not even 2 eyes, 4 eyes. Because, babes, that is not the way to go. But anyway, the commercialization of insecurities. So, as I told you that how this man, I think this is probably just a case study of this dude, about how this man is taking those women who are like insecure about being single and who are just okay with anybody being picked, or not anyone picking them. That's exactly what he uses. Or not even him. It's not, let me stop even saying it's only him. All of them, they use that type of content because they're feeding into that insecurity of, I don't want to be alone, I want to find somebody, so I'm just gonna take advice from this single person that I don't know. Like, why? It's just, so that's what I'm saying. That's why there's so much just black women gurus, dating coach, just come because they know this. You know, I've had this so many times, and I don't think it's true. Where they're like, oh, you know, black women are the least desirable of all the races, and nobody likes them. So because that has been fed to us so many times, there's people who like genuinely believe it, and they feel like they need help to gain or to be able to date people. So that's why they're very okay with having all these different dating gurus, you know, or the whole hard hair, soft life. What do they say? Hard wig, soft life. That's funny. But it reached a point where it was not funny anymore because people were actually like being so mean about it. But that whole, especially like black women, we are very strict with each other. That's what I can say. We are very strict. It's like if you don't have the HD list. Let me tell you guys, they definitely lied about this wear and go. Because this is not wear and go. I tried having wear and go, right? I got this. And my lace has been looking like a screen door. Okay? Like right now it's because of the lighting. It's been looking like a screen. You guys are lying to me that I can just wear and go. Where am I going? Where am I going? And my lace is just looking crazy. But anyway, this is part of I don't think that. But yeah, if it's not the braids, they're like, oh, you know, your braids are gonna attract a certain type of man, whatever. Again, we're tired. Isn't that a huge sign? We're tired. I have no problem. If you're gonna go and wear a Party City wig, wear the fuck out of that wig. No one will tell you anything. You know? Do what you gotta do. Yeah, it's like, I'm so tired of people just telling us, especially black women, of what to do and what to conform in and how we should be and how we should act so that, you know, we're better digested into the, you know, by the people, or no one is scared of talking to us, or we seem more approachable, so we have to go. Oh, it's just tiring, and I'm just tired, and I'm over it. And now that's why for the past, I don't know how long, but I've been like consciously working on decentering men from my life, and I've never been happier. My life is so sweet. Like, we found the root of my problems. Now my life is sweet. I'm enjoying life. Like the hobbies, I just have new hobbies because I like them. I wear clothes because I do not the pretty stuff because I want to attract someone else. Life has been sweet. That's all I can say. I'm living life. Okay, so this is I think it's number 8. I hope I'm right. The normalization of Eurocentric beauty standards, especially with the level up women. This is level up. That's why, like, classy, not classy, classy, not classy. Be so fucking for real. And then the people who are like, oh my god, yes. I'll find that video. Let me even.
This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This.
Elegant. Not elegant. Elegant. Not elegant. Elegant. Not elegant.
Makeup mistakes elegant ladies never make. Wearing brown lipstick with gloss on top of it, or lining your lips in a dark lip liner and filling it out with a nude color. I saw ladies using contouring to contour their lips, hoping to achieve an effect of larger lips. It looks ridiculous, especially up close in person.
Racially motivated. Tell me right now. And then I wanted to know, who told you that now you are the gatekeeper? You are the one that now knows everything, CEO of everything classy, chairman of elegance. Who made you that? Because the only elegance that they are bringing, they're pushing out is, again, Eurocentric. You guys have not even looked at the classiness and the elegance of Africa. Have you seen it? But it's just, it just makes no sense. They're like, oh, classy, trashy. And then you know what's so funny about all these people who have been saying classy, trashy? Give me 10 minutes. I will find them when they were 20. They were wearing all those trashy things. But now, because they have paid $200 to get a course online about being classy, they want to now tell us. I remember this one of these classic dating gurus. They were exposed. They were exposed because they were selling the clicker. Is that very classy, my love? I'm not a hater. Do what you gotta do. But where I'm gonna judge you is where you're bringing down other women, putting yourself up on a pedestal. Say, oh, I can never do this, I can never do this. But you're on your knees. Let me stop. There's nothing wrong with that word. Just don't shame other women. I have no problem. My problem arises when you start shaming other women and you start making yourself look like you're better than everybody, like you're the best thing that has ever been invented after sliced bread. You know, like, one thing I love, there's this other lady that she's so honest. She said, me, this luxury lifestyle you see me I have, I was busting it down. And I'm like, you know what? I respect it. I respect the hustle. Because look at what you've done. That is not an easy job. And you did it. And you got the lifestyle that you wanted. And you're not here lying to us. Lying to little girls. Because there's a lot of little girls on TikTok saying all these things. But you want to lie to us and say, oh, no, I'm just classy. Wait until the darkness, the sun has set. We'll see about that classiness. Just be honest. And then apart from that, there is the rhinoplasties. There's nothing wrong. Look, if you guys do what you guys gotta do, just don't shame other women when you do what you're going to do. You know, I've seen a lot of plastic surgery like that people have done. Probably some of them to remove the calves, some of them to remove the ethnic nose. Some of them, it's just even the type of outfits that they want to wear, the makeup application that they want to have. And then the worst thing about what these gurus do is they say all these things and then they just say that, they suggest that all these alterations that they're going to have will increase the desirability to potential partners. Like, if you want, I remember one of this lady, oh my god, I remember her. I don't know if I can get that video, because I remember I watched that video I think like 2-3 months ago, and she was talking about how she was just a regular girl and she had gone to a matchmaker so that she can be set up with, like, excuse me, a high value guy, you know. And she went on the date with the guy. And the guy had no interest in her, like he had no interest in what she was talking about. He even looked embarrassed walking. This is what she was saying. He even looked embarrassed walking with her. So, and then she shows the pictures of her, like her before and like what she was wearing. And I thought it was just like a normal, like cute dress, right? And she looked cute, like she looked cute. And then she's like, yeah, so I went back, I got my Botox, I got my rhinoplasty, and she did her body. And then that same man came back to her after doing all this body work, came back to her and was just so smitten by her, so smitten, that he didn't even remember that she was the girl that he had gone on a date with, that now he wants to date her and now he's so interested. Like, do you see how fucked up that story is? Like, what? Like, that's so great. She's like, she even said, she's like, oh, now I look like I fit into his lifestyle. Are you a puzzle piece that you have to fit into something? Like, please, respect yourself. I don't like that narrative that you're pushing. I don't like it. Because now there's a lot of girls that are going to see that and they're going to be like, oh my god, I'm going to have to save 10,000 for a rhinoplasty. Then I have to go and get Botox. And my Q, she's like, I don't even think she had reached 25. So I'm wondering, what Botox were you doing? Like, did you allow wrinkles to grow on your face? I don't. Okay. And then I think this is number 9. You know, I say 10, but it's okay. It's okay. It's already like almost an hour. But the last one is the disregard for individuality and diversity. Because as I told you, these level up gurus, these dating up gurus, they're all saying the same thing, and they all want you to morph into one exact type of woman who dresses in this exact way, who wears the hair in this exact way, who wears the makeup in this exact way, who does not talk on the date, asks these questions. Because they tell you, the 5 questions to ask on a fast date, 5 questions not to ask on a 5 date. Like, they are all just, I don't know, they just want you to morph into just one singular type of woman. And because of that, it's even telling you what values you should have, or what values you should look for, and what background, like what interests you should have, or what hobbies you should have to attract this type of man, or just completely removes the individuality. Like, it's the same thing about what's happening right now with like plastic surgery. Every single person has the same face. If it's not the big lips, and then the eyes, and then the eyebrows that have been like pulled like this with the strings, everybody's having the same exact face. Like, there's so much uniqueness. There's so much, black women, just without anything, chef's kiss. Like having your own interest, going to a date being yourself instead of asking these people the same. Like, I remember I saw this thing that went viral about what this woman wrote on her dating profile, and then all the other women started writing it on their dating profile, and then there was a lot of men that came out with the videos, and they were like, all of y'all's dating profiles are the same. It's like, where it's like, oh, you can never find another me, when there's like 100 million views outside of there, because they're all listening to the same funny gurus, and it's just limits the potential of these women, which is so sad, because they're trying to conform into just this dream girl. And I feel like when they're doing all of these things, it really does, again, limit the potential of them having actual meaningful connections. Because if you just go in with who you are, with all that you are, how you act, whatever it is, you're able to build a way stronger bond than you going there with a facade, because he's gonna fall in love with the facade, but how long are you gonna be able to keep that facade up? And now you're gonna feel insecure because he likes a part of you that is not even you. You got it from TikTok. And then now you have to do so much work to now try to figure out who you are, what you like, because all you're just being fed is just a bunch of just bullshit. Like, it's just, dating should not be hard. Dating is not hard. Dating is fun. Bring the fun back. You're not supposed to be exhausted when you're dating. You should not be exhausted when you're dating. You should be energized. You should be excited. Because there's an abundance of good people. There's so many good people, so many good men that love women, that love you the way you are. You don't need somebody else to be coming in and telling you what you should be doing, because that's not something you would normally do. No, it shouldn't be a game. It shouldn't be a game. You shouldn't be trying to microanalyze everything that happens during the date. You shouldn't be trying to microanalyze everything that he says, or everything that you say, or oh, how am I touching his hand, or what am I? No. You shouldn't be trying to emulate anything or anyone, because it's hard. That's what's making you tired. That's what's making you not like dating. That's what's making you exhausted. Your main focus should be you. How do I feel at this date? Do I like him? Is he meeting my standards? It should never be, oh, am I too much? No. You should be asking yourself, is this the guy that I can see myself with? Does he meet my standards? Does he respect me? Am I having fun on this date, or am I just a lot of fun and he's reflecting back who I am? because that happens a lot. Most of the time, you are just enjoying the date because it's you. It's not him. So you really have to ask yourself those things. You know? I feel like once you sit down and you understand the amount of power you have in just being you, especially a black woman, what? And this specifically you, that's enough. That's enough. I swear, you do not need anybody else to tell you about nonsense. And it's like, I feel like it's even weirder asking a stranger. You don't even know their life. You don't know this person's life. This person can have the worst dating history ever. And like even the people that you know who are in relationships, you see them on Instagram, the love of my life. Oh, God blessed me with you. But in reality, that's the most tumultuous relationship you could ever see. You even wondering why this was still together. This man has cheated 4 times. She's cheated 5. But they're still coming. They're telling you in person, he knows where home is. But on the internet, oh my king, the king of my heart. Yeah. So you know how those people are in real life, but you're okay with going to someone you do not even know, who is single. And then you want to start getting advice from them. Or you want to get advice from a man to tell you how to be a woman. That is just so crazy to me. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, for that person that I say I have beef with, I'm not going to go back and forth. He probably wouldn't even notice who I am. But just please be careful with the content, the dating gurus, the leveling up, all of those different stuff that especially that are just aimed to black women or aimed to anybody. Because you have to understand, you are the product. You are the reason why they make more money. So they're not gonna give you advice that they know that you're going to use and it's going to be successful to you, because then they do not have product. They do not have a way to make money. You are their money makers. So you have to be very just discern. You have to have a very good level of discernment with any content, even the one that you're watching right now. Even me, some of the things that I'm speaking on is probably because of my history and what I've been through. Well, I've been through a lot. Let me not lie to you. Like, man, I just know a lot. In my country, we call them kihere. That's what I am. But I'll cut that out. You know, I've just abused myself. But no, please, grain of salt with any content that you. As I think every video that I will tell you, I will always end with have a level of discernment. Don't take everything that I say as gold, because you will be led astray. I'm telling you right now. You take the information that you not value, but that resonates with you. If it resonates with you, take that, go with it. Because there's something that I might say and you're like, is this girl normal? Is she saying? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, anyway, let me finish this video because it's getting long. And I will see you guys when I see you, because I don't want to start continuing making false promises. Life has been lifing, life has been not easy, okay? But one thing my mom taught me is to never look like your problems. If I start looking like my problems, yeah, that is it. I don't want to make false promises. If I give you guys vlog, you will get the vlog. You will see the vlog that will come out. This video, it will come out when it's going to come out. Okay? I'm still now understanding my life. There's a lot of moving parts. That's what people say. So I'm gonna say that too. There's a lot of moving parts in my life. So I have to figure out how to get the ball rolling. How will you know that I've been trying to enter corporate America with this corporate America lingo that I'm now learning? Anyway, bye. I love you.